Hi everyone! In this video we will solve applications using proportions. Hayato changed 550 US dollars into 495 euros. How many euros did he receive for each dollar? The first thing we need to do is set up a proportion. We will be comparing euros and dollars. We have two ways of doing this. We can put the euros on the bottom or the top, or the dollars on the bottom or the top, and it doesn't matter. And I'll show you both ways. Let's go ahead and start off with the US dollars on the top and the euros on the bottom. Then we set up our proportion with what we do know. We were given 550 US dollars and 495 euros. Notice that the dollars are on the top along with what we set up in the euros are on the bottom. Then we set it equal to the next proportion. The proportion is asking how many euros, so we will put an X or any variable that we want in the place of the unknown. So here we have the unknown euros, and we were told for each dollar, and this means just each single dollar. Now that we have our proportion set up, we can do cross multiplication to find the cross product by multiplying the denominator to the numerator and the denominator to the numerator. So this gives us 495 times 1 equals 550 times x. 495 times 1 is 495. And we can't multiply 550 times x, but we can solve for x by dividing both sides by 550. It cancels out on the right and we're left with x. 495 divided by 550 is 0.9. And since this is in money and our money is in euros, we will label this as a euro and fill in the euro cent with a 0. And there we go, we're all done. And we know it's euros and not US dollars because our unknown is down here on the bottom. Now, if we wanted to set up our proportion the opposite direction, we can have euros on the top and US dollars on the bottom. It doesn't matter, and you'll see that the cross product still gives us the same. We were given 495 euros, and then US dollars is 550. The most important part is the next portion of the proportion. We were asked how many euros. That variable to represent the unknown euros must line up with the euros that we set up. And since it's on the top, the X now goes on the top. And then we see that it was for each dollar, so the 1 goes down here with the US dollars. Now we can do our cross product. We will get 550 times X equals 1 times 495. This leads us to 550 X equals 495. Then divide both sides by 550 to solve for X. And X equals 495 divided by 550, which is 0.9. And again, we will label it and fill in the euro cents with a 0. You'll see it doesn't matter as long as everything lines up exactly with the proportion that you set up at the beginning, which one goes on the top and which one goes on the bottom. And we're all done.